This is part 3 of the Trump family dysfunction. Now, at this time, Fred and Mary were living in the house on Warren Road. Mary was becoming accustomed to being a woman of means. She had left Scotland as a domestic servant, and now she's back here in a huge house, hiring her own help. It's worth noting that they don't have any kids yet. When their first kid came along, it was a surprise. Like, they didn't even have any baby names picked out. So they went with a bland and unimaginative Mary Ann. Mary Ann being named after her mother, Mary Ann McLeod. They just combined the first and middle names. In October of 1938, Frederick Jr. was born. He was named after his father. For his entire life, everyone but Fred Sr. called him Freddie. Fred Sr. had this kid's life laid out. Like, this was going to be mini-me. This was going to be the kid that took over the family business and flourished and turned it into an empire. It's like Freddie didn't have any free will. At this time, World War II soldiers were coming back, and there was a housing shortage. And Fred realized that he could use government funding to create these cheap houses for the returning servicemen. One of those projects was in Virginia Beach, where he kind of like hobnobbed with a wealthy and politicians and really well-connected businessmen. His business dealings were borderline sketchy. He picked up his family, who then was, of course, Mary, his wife, and then Mary Ann and Freddie, and they moved to Virginia Beach. Fred worked his hustle there until the funds dried up, and then he picked the family back up and moved to Jamaica Estates. Right after this, Mary suffered a miscarriage, and the complications from this miscarriage would affect her for the rest of her life. The doctors told her, don't get pregnant again. So, of course, Fred knocked her up. Elizabeth was named after Fred's mother, Elizabeth. Anyway, in 1946, a monster was born. Donald was the 4th child and 2nd son, the demon seed. After his birth, they moved into the house. And I'll talk more about that in part 4. See you next video.